This is the battlefield. I'm going to be playing 2100 match play, Maelstrom of War from 2018, Disruptive Signals. I've got an extra 26 points because Bambini is going to be using some knights. And we rolled off for deployment. We got Search and Destroy. Bambini Paint is going to be in this one with his AdMech force. And then I'll be over there with my Blood Angels. Come back to you with deployment. Checked up 1, 6, 4. Here is my 2126 points Blood Angels army. So we'll start over here with the battalion. We have a Primaris Captain in Gravis Armour, Primaris Lieutenant with Chainsword. We have a Primaris Intercessor Squad with auto rifles, another one with auto rifles, and a third one with Stalker bolt rifles. Then we'll go over to the Outrider, where we have a Primaris Captain, Primaris Lieutenant, 2 squads of Inceptors, and a bike squad with a Power Fist and Chainswords. And then we have a Spearhead detachment with Commander Dante, 3 Vindicators, and 2 Leviathan Dreadnoughts, both with Siege Claws, and 1 with a Graflux Bombard, and 1 with an auto cannon. So I have deployed my Blood Angels here. So we have one of the auto bolt rifle squads here on the bridge. Coming up here, hopefully going to scoot round to objective number 5. The other one is chilling here in the lake of red blood. You have the 2 Leviathans in the middle, followed by the 3 Vindicators, the Gravis Captain, and the Primaris Lieutenant. We then have the squad of Stalker bolt rifles in here, holding down this objective number 3, with the Primaris Lieutenant as well. We also have the Primaris Captain with the Stalker bolt rifle up here. Hopefully they're going to be able to lay down fire for the whole game. And then right over here on the very edge of my deployment, I have the attack bikes chilling, coming to hopefully sweep around. And then we have Dante and the Inceptor squads in the sky to come down and surprise AdMech. Blood Angels picked a deployment zone, so Bambini Paints had to deploy his AdMech first. So we had the first armature here right at the front, followed by some Skitarii Rangers, his priest, one of his crawlers. Then up here we have the snipers, another priest, crawlers, some more infantry, followed by the other armature and the destroyers. And right at the back over here, hiding behind the building because he's scared of all my guns, is we have the big knight chilling. So as of right now, the Skitarii are going to be going first, but I have my dice here to try and seize, and I don't seize. So AdMech will be first, coming back with turn 1 movement. So for the objectives, we have Supremacy, score D3 victory points if you control any 3 objective marks at the end of your turn. no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during your turn. If it's between 3 to 5, score D3. Then we have air denial, which should be easy to get since we have to deploy 9 inches away. And that's going to be 1 victory point for 6 inches. And then defend objective 4, which is right under here by the Scutari. So as long as you can hold on to that to the end of my turn, that's not a victory point. Canticles of the Omnisire. We have treat every unit as if it's in cover and reroll 1s to shoot. So after movement, the Rangers stood still. This knight shuffled around here. The destroyers moved up and so did Claw. This crawler stayed still. These Scutari shuffled forwards. This Armiger Warglaive has walked up here. The other Warglaive has advanced over here so it can get to objective number 5, which is just through that window there. These Scutari have shuffled up forwards as well. This crawler has stayed still and this priest has moved up with them too. So we'll come back to you after the shooting phase. So the Rangers shot out at my Gravis Captain, took off a couple of wounds. Then there was a lot of fire coming in over here into my Leviathans and my Vindicators. This Vindicator's down to 2 wounds left. This Leviathan is down to 10 wounds. This Vindicator is down to 10 wounds as well. Then we lost one of the intercessors there from shooting, and one of them over here took a wound. Then this Armiger ran into combat and in Overwatch took a lot of wounds, and it's down to 2 left from all of that. So there was no first blood scored for Bambini Paints this round. So moving on to Blood Angels, turn 1. So we got Supremacy, but we rolled the dice, we only got 1 point for that. Didn't get no prisoners. Area Denial, we got the 1, and we started to defend 4. So that started. So my draws are Defend Objective 3, Psychological Warfare, Kingslayer, which is that Castellan over there, so we might not get that this turn. And the final one is Advance. Score 1 victory point if there's no units left in my deployment zone. So we'll come back to you with the movement phase. So these bikes moved up here towards objective number 6. The Vindicators fell out of combat. There was a little bit of decision making for me with the heroes, what to do with them. I've decided to move them up forwards. The Leviathans have moved up. The Inceptors have also moved up. And these Intercessors have also moved up. This unit here stayed still because the objective number 3 is down there as well. So this Leviathan is eyeing up this Armiger. This Leviathan has got all these juicy targets in front of him as well. And we've got Line Breaker Bombardment over here that hopefully should be able to clear out a few things. The Vindicators fell out of combat, and then they did the Line Breaker Bombardment stratagem and wiped out a lot of Scutari that were here. Did some wounds to Cole, leaving them with 4 left. I did nothing to the destroyers, but then this Leviathan opened up fire, killed 1 destroyer, killed the Rangers, and took a wound off the Castellan. The Hunt Killer missiles fired up and over at the Castellan, but it made its saves. The 2 captains and 2 characters here weren't in range to shoot anything. These Intercessors finished off what was left of the Scutari. And then there was a Dreadnought here, but it had shot and killed this Armiger, but finished off in combat, so it charged up and then moved here with Consolidation, eyeing up what was left of these Rangers from its assault cannon chest. And then these Interceptors ran up here as well. They also got into combat, but weren't able to make their attack but they're now sitting on objective 5 just in case we pull that. And if you remember, Lambini Paints needed to defend objective 4, but it's now been stopped, denied. We're starting to defend 3. We've got 1 victory point for first strike, and these bikes shot up and did nothing to the destroyers as well. After defending 3, I scored psychological warfare that last time that I'm running away. I didn't get advance, and I only took 1 wound off the castling for Kingslayer, so we're going to be keeping that. But I'm going to get rid of advance. So with the cards for turn 2, we've kept defend objective 4 for the Scutari. We've kept no prisoners, but I'm going to spend a command point for signal interrupt, which from reading it there, it means they can't score that objective, that victory point even this turn. And then we're going to do defend 6 has been drawn, and mission critical objective was drawn, which is objective number 1. Now 6 is over here by my bikers, and 1 is right under there where my intercessors are. So good luck with that. The Castellan staying still. This crawler moved up to start defending 4. This priest moved back to help heal up this Castellan, so it's back to full wounds. Cole regained 1 wound, and they all move with the Devastators moved up a little bit to get in range of this Leviathan. This crawler stayed still, lined up everything. The tech priest that was here shot and charged this Leviathan Dreadnought. It is now dead. There is no tech priest left. And that is the end of Bambini's movement phase, shooting phase and charge phase. With the shooting, there was a lot of shots coming in. They destroyed one of the Vindicators. This Dreadnought, Leviathan Dreadnought, is now down to 3 wounds. So he's looking pretty hurt. And this Leviathan Dreadnought is now down to 6 wounds. So he's also looking pretty hurt now as well. So come back with Blood Angels, turn 2. So we started defending objective 4 again. Couldn't get no prisoners because I denied it. Defend objective 6 we didn't get. And defend objective 1 also was not got. So with the objectives, we finished getting defend objective 3 now. So that's another victory point. We now got assassinate, kill a character. Mission critical objective. So I'll roll that. That's objective number 3. And then return it over for no prisoners, so kill something. Objective number 3 is obviously very useful because we've just finished defending it, and now it's our missional critical objective 2. So we'll come back. Hopefully we'll try and get some Kingslayer and assassinate this turn, and we'll come back to you after the move. So at the end of the Blood Angels turn, this Primaris Lieutenant and Captain and these Primaris Interceptors all stayed still to get the mission critical objective number 3. The Vindicators moved around here, laid fire into what was the destroyers, and now they're gone. The Primaris Captain and Lieutenant have moved up here, also lending their aid over there to Coil and the Devastators. These Primaris Interceptors also did the same over here. This Leviathan Dreadnought moved up and charged into Coil and then consolidated around here. These bikes moved up, got onto the bridge, and then it charged Coil and then moved up with the consolidation here, looking at the priest. This Leviathan Dreadnought has moved up after destroying the priest here, done a lot of damage in here. And then we had the Interceptors land in here with Dante, and they then, some of them charged here after doing some small arms fire, and then 2 of them died to the Valiant. Only 1 to Overwatch, 1 in combat, and Dante only lost 2 wounds to the Valiant in combat. So that is the end of the turn for the Blood Angels, and that gives us Assassinate, Mission Critical Objective, and D3 points for no prisoners for 2 points. Now we go on to turn 3 for the AdMech with 3 models left on the field. We still have defend objective 4, no prisoners, defend objective 6, and we got rid of mission critical, which ended up being for objective 1, which was over here, and drew out big game hunter, which is very likely with this Leviathan on 2 wounds, this one only on 8, and there's Tom the cat who keeps making noise in the background. So at the end of turn 3, this Castellan moved out to combat round here, shot and destroyed the wounded Dreadnought, Leviathan Dreadnought, and also shot over here, destroyed the Vindicator, and it blew up and did 1 mortal wound to this Vindicator. Also destroyed the 3 bikes here as well, but he did take a mortal wound himself from overcharging Kane's Wrath. And then in combat, he came in, whiffed his attack on this lone Interceptor, and then he destroyed Dante almost. But Dante then took all of his attacks back, used Red Fury, and took him down to 9 wounds remaining. And then this crawler moved back out of combat as well, so that the shots could be lined up. And now we'll move on to Blood Angels, turn 3. Okay, so we're keeping Kingslayer again. And we roll for Big Game Hunter. We also got Secure Objective 6, which is back here now. And we also got Secure Objective 5, which is over here, the back, where these Interceptors already are. So we'll move on now to turn. This Vindicator moved back from the bridge over here to get Objective 6. The Primaris Captain and Lieutenant moved up to line up the Priest, which you can see has been killed by some shooting from the Vindicators, these Interceptors which stayed still to stay on 3. These Interceptors secured number 5, which they were already on. The Dreadnought moved around here and destroyed the crawler. The Intercessors that fell down jumped up here. Dante levelled his pistol at the Castellan, which saved it, but then in the combat phase, the Interceptor did 3 attacks, only made 1 wound, which was saved, but Dante took him down to his last 2 wounds, and he then fluffed all of his attacks back, not hitting. And that is the end of turn 3. Going on to turn 4 for the Admech, but they only have 1 model left. End of that round, I got Secure 5 and Secure 6, but unfortunately the Castellan stayed alive, so I didn't get Big Game Hunter or Kingslayer this round. So we kept Defend Objective 1, got rid of Defend 4, and then ended up picking up Secure 6, which obviously must be a big one because the Blood Angels have also gone for it this turn. Then we also got Secure Objective 5, but 5 is over there where the Blood Angels are as well. So again, must be something big over there. And then Secure Objective 3, and 3 is over there where the Blood Angels are, the mission critical. So these objectives must be big. And now we go on to the movement phase. So at the end of turn 4, there was no points got for the Scutari, but they did cripple this Vindicator. They did kill off 1 Interceptor, and as you can see here, one of the Interceptors was killed in shooting. Dante was killed in combat. So this Castellan is starting to come back, but is it too late? As we go on to Blood Angels turn 4, I'm going to take up priority orders received. So I need to generate another tactical objective. It needs to be scored by my Warlord, which is Secure Objective 4. For those of you wondering, this is my Warlord. There's objective number 4. So quite lucky. And then the last one is Defend Objective 6, which is what we've started doing there with this Vindicator. So I've been very lucky with my points so far and my cards. Hopefully you'll get Kingslayer and Big Game Hunter now. This Castellan is down to only 2 wounds left, and it's lining up with the rest of the Blood Angels force. So at the end of the moon phase, we moved the Gravis Armour Captain up here, the Lieutenant up here, and then we moved this Leviathan a little bit closer. He then shot his Grav bombardment away, and as you can see, the Castellan is now defeated. It blew up and destroyed all the Interceptors that were there, and it took off 2 wounds on this Leviathan Dreadnought. So that's the end of the battle report. I ended up getting Big Game Hunter for D3, which is just the 1. Kingslayer for D3 as well, which is another 1. I then got Secure Objective 4, which is Priority Orders Received, and I got that with my Warlord, so that's just another 1. And then Defend Objective 6 I can't get because I only just started a disc here. But that is the end of the game. Bambini Paints got super unlucky with his rolls until it was too late, and that is the end. So at the end of the game, it ended up being 6 for the Admech, and then 14 for the Blood Angels, because Priority Orders Received gave me 4 points, because it was 3 for the Warlord doing it, and then an extra 1 for securing 4. So it was a close game, right up until the end, on points anyway. Unfortunately, it was a turn 4 tabling for the Blood Angels. Let us know what you think. If there's anything that you would have done differently for the Admech, anything you'd done differently for the Blood Angels, and let us know what you think the best unit was in this game.